Mr. Speaker, events in the Middle East continue to have far-reaching implications for the peace and stability of the region and, of course, for our own security. Libya continues its profound transformation after more than 40 years of dictatorial rule. On the 20th of September, the National Transitional Council took up Libya's seat at the United Nations General Assembly. Order has been restored in Benghazi and Tripoli, as I saw when I visited with the Prime Minister last month, and the NTC has consolidated its hold on the vast majority of Libya's territory. The remaining Gaddafi supporters are concentrated in Bani Walid and in Sirte, where there has been intense fighting. The NTC has said that it aims to declare the liberation of Libya once Sirte has fallen, to move swiftly to form a transitional government within 30 days, and to hold elections for a constitutional assembly within the following 8 months. My right honourable friend, the Defence Secretary, visited Tripoli and Misrata last weekend. His talks with Libyan leaders confirmed their clear understanding of the need for quick formation of a new inclusive government. Colonel Gaddafi's location remains unknown, but scores of his closest supporters and family members, including his wife and daughter, have fled over Libya's borders. Interpol has issued red notices for him, his son Saif al-Islam, and his former director of military intelligence, all of whom have been indicted by the International Criminal Court. No state should harbour any of these fugitives from justice. Last week, NATO agreed that the positive trend in Libya is irreversible, but that not all Libya's population is yet safe from attack. We will continue operations to enforce UN Security Council Resolution 1973 for as long as is necessary at the request of the NTC and with the authority of Security Council Resolution 2009, which was unanimously agreed on the 16th of September and which also established a new UN support mission in Libya. British planes and attack helicopters have flown some 3,000 sorties across Libya.